I should have put the show on with some pornography playing or something. You're all good now? I don't see YouTube on. Looks like YouTube is now down. Twitch is like, yeah, we're up at least. Looks like YouTube's finally coming back online right now. Okay, so I got some YouTubers saying that we're back. Okay, good, good, good. This sucks because what I just went through here was a firm lesson or a great lesson in time frames and where to short, where to long, and what to expect into tomorrow and the rest of the week. Now, when this show is over, the last show is over, I'm going to ask Binky to make a shortened, condensed version of this for you to watch later, like a 10-minute version of this. See if he can help us out. I've been told that YouTube heard me, but I sounded like I was a nasally helium voice of some kind. I know Twitch audio is down. I get it. I'm not going through it again, though. It's a lot of work to go through. It really is. It's complicated. It's a lot of work. But I think Chase here was watching. He's like, I get it. I get it. I get it. So expectations into tomorrow. Nothing's changed. You're off to Party Town over there. YouTubers already know that what. Wait, right here. Right there. You just got to maintain like 552 and change up here. That's about it. About 552. 550 to 552. And you're still in control bears. If you're a bull, you need to see a new high above 553. 553.76. There's an argument to be made that you only need to get above 551.69, but that's not the case. Thanks, Binky brother. I appreciate it. So Binky's going to work on that lesson, and it's relevant to the rest of the week and where we go from here into the end of the month. I will have that clip for you in the Discord, and I'll post it to YouTube as a video, so you'll get it tonight at some point, I think. But you really want to watch that segment if you haven't. I don't care what you are in the markets. You should watch that segment. It's important. I don't care how smart you are. You should watch that segment. It's very important if you haven't listened or seen it yet. The trade is still lower as of right now, as long as this is not breached. There can be an argument made that if 552.85 is breached, that bulls have a way higher. But I would still like to see this puppy up here. I'd like to see that puppy right there, because this is the instigation of it right here. I said 553. It's 554. 554. 554.40. We can go all the way up there and still be bearish. If you're a seller and you see a tip up here, be careful. They're going to run it up on you. Bam, bam, that way. Make sense? No-go zone in here. I'm going to do GME right now. It's 2:57, so you have your preliminary expectation. Like I was like, I'm going to prep this whole segment. I'm going to do this whole entire segment. It's going to be awesome. then we get hammered with viewers. Like the viewership just went to the moon. Okay, so it's not bad. So expectation, downside move still on the table for sellers. I would need to see vast improvement up here for bulls to take over in any kind of meaningful way. I would not be shorting this stuff, though, if I was a bear until you're shown the way. So, I already told you how that goes, right? You'd still be looking for... all those known areas up there. Like, they're like, he just deleted it. Why? Hold on here. Why did he just delete it? Because you can see it every day. It's easy. It's easy to see. That's why you saw me mad rushing earlier to see if we're in the 4-hour candle or not. You don't short that yet, do you, as a bear? You wait for the rejection of that line right there. You wait for price to break down. Bam, up, roll down, right? Whoop, new low, off and run into the downside. Until that happens, bulls in control until they hit those next two bars on the upside. You get the point, right? I will have that video out to you. I will have that video out to you this evening. So if you're like all paranoid or whatever and that kind of stuff, Binky just texted me and said he's going to work on it right now. So he'll have that out for you. And expectations, why I think this, why I think that, if not this, then that, all that kind of stuff. Where you don't get caught like a lunatic. I think this is it, Cap. Like, okay. All right, you got it. You heard me all week talk about 550, 552, 550, 552. I can't short the close yesterday because we didn't hit those numbers, right? Heard me in the Discord say it after the bell yesterday, right? We didn't do it. Can't be fucking short in the close, right? Still bulled up right now, aren't we? We're going to now look at GME really quick. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. GME, baby. Let's take a look at GME. GME. What do we got going on here with GME? We had a major low. Let's look at a few things. Low, new, higher low. That's great. So you want to see SPY do that, right? Wham, wham, higher low. Beautiful. We came up. Did we get the new high? Let's check. We got that one. Good job. We got that one. Good job. Bulls bulling it up, aren't they? Now we got this one up here to deal with, don't we? 25.97. We had a successful back test. This is the same shit, by the way. We had a breakout above. Good job. Successful back test. We have another cross coming right here. Look at it. Right fucking there. Weekly trigger crossing the monthly trigger. So we tested the daily trigger. That said, hell yeah, we're positive. Into their close. I fully expect a test of the monthly and weekly trigger. I fully expect it. Let's look back in history and see if what happens when we get those crosses. Let's look at some examples of this. Here's an example. Slammed it down. We didn't check the weekly, did we? Look at that verticalness up there. Woo! Sexy. GME likes to fly, doesn't it? Haven't seen that in a long time, have we? Have it happening again, don't we? Talked about this on Twitter, didn't we? So there, you guys got something happening, don't you? You guys have a confluence. You guys have a bunch of stuff happening, don't you? You got turnaround. Remember this? Turnaround. Now you've got the real cross happening. Big upside moves. Look at that one. Wham! $80. Wham! $68. You may not even check this cross, huh? Your next target. You want to be above 26.29 for a continuation to trade this. And that's it right there. That's all she wrote. Why? 1, 2, 3. Impulse move. You're going to come back down like this and then go higher. Crank it. Be very careful of violent moves on these moves higher. You want to see the tick at $30. And then you're going to start getting real violence up there. Even higher, believe it or not. I got to be honest with you. $80 is nothing. $100 possible. You cannot lose. You cannot lose right here. Can't lose trend. Trend right there, trade dead. Now let's look at something else here on this. Takes a lot of work to get here. This is the bear part. This is where I got bad news for you. It is possible that you go right down there and straight back up again. So be conscious of that as well. That's $5. You lose that trend, you're gonna trade $7. No, it's $7.15. Be conscious of that bloodbath down here. $7. Quarterly velo looks gorgeous. Monthly looks gorgeous. Weekly is carrying you. Daily's just getting started. Your daily on a 30-minute basis looks baller. Your hourly looks kind of shitty. It's kind of okay, but it's kind of shitty. It's possible there's a fake out in here. It's more like that. Bam, 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 then up. No, it looks like craziness right there, but expecting some blood into their ER, squeeze higher. You want to see that squeeze get above. And that's probably one, that's all one thing right there. It's a little bit better there. I'm trying to figure this out here. I'm not cleaning that up for you. That's all you get from me. Violence, man. It's pretty fucking violent. Do not give this trend up. You will trade $7, I promise. Everything looks good. The only thing that the only warning I would give to you as a or to give you two caveats. If GME if GME trades $7, buy it. GME is famous for selling the fuck out of these ERs. If the trade is dead here, $7 could easily go to 90 or 100, believe it or not. You got big things coming your way. You want a price target? If it's positive, $103. I can't believe you're even possible that you're going there. Negative, not 103. 85.93. 85.93. That's what I got. Probably $84. 83 and a half, somewhere in there. $80. Jesus Christ. I can't even believe that that's even a possibility. What a fucking mess GME is. Don't ask me about how. I've been trading fucking GME since it was trading $3. Don't ask me how. Asking me fucking how. You out of your mind? I'm on record with trading GME before there was any squeezes. I got the fucking records. I not only got the records, I got the fucking social media to show it too. There's a few of us out there on Twitter and on it wasn't thousands of people. It was just like it was hundreds of people. Hear it. How? Oh, they're fucking shorting you with no real shares. How? They got no shares to show. Come on, how? It's all fake. The whole fucking thing is fake. Whole market is fake. How? God. They tell you on Super Stonk, right? It's all bullshit. It's poof. Whole fucking thing. They got out of it. They shut it all down. As soon as you grab them by the balls, right? Wooka wooka wooka. They made it fake. How? How they got so much billions? They got 700. They got 20 trillion. No, how did I say it? $1,000,000,000,000. It doesn't matter. They're fucking monsters. It's their market, and we're fucking with them. You lost sound again? Oh, you want AMC now, huh? I would always refer you to J-Roll. He knows more about this than I ever will. Yeah, you're not shorting this. Do not short this. I just literally gave you the best education. That, like, literally that 10 minutes was probably some of the best trading advice you could find anywhere. Period. Not that I want to be egotistical, but that is some of the best trade advice you could hear anywhere. Especially dumbed down and simplified, not reading a book like fucking crayons. Easy. You can't even buy that shit. Like, people will sell you like whole entire courses, and that's really all you need. That's legitimately all you need. Took 10 minutes. Stop shorting strength. Wait until the roll. Say it. I get yelled at. I get yelled on Twitter for this shit. What I just showed you is what I got yelled on Twitter for. They got called an asshole. You're just an asshole. Fuck yeah, I am, because real money. Is GME worth that much? Worth that less or whatever. Things kind of changed in GME. GME legitimately did not have a top. It was very similar to the Volkswagen situation a long time ago in the 1980s. You own most of the shares. Volkswagen, I think. It was Volkswagen? I think it was Volkswagen. BMW, Volkswagen, one of those car companies. Like, owner lost it, accumulated all the shares. It's like a repeating cycle. But the worst part is with GME is that I was there for it. Like, I was there for it before it even made any news. I was there for it when people were getting hurt and they were on Twitter and they couldn't understand the smartest fin Twitters. The pros. Wall Street, CNBC, hedge funds, didn't matter. And we laughed because they didn't understand. And then eventually, some nerd was allowed to sit in an office somewhere, and he knew. And they weren't listening to him. They're just like, shut down back there, nerd. And eventually when they started blowing up, they were like, okay, we'll listen to the nerd in the back. And the nerd was like, this isn't going to end. You got to shut it down. They're like, no, no, no. And he's like, yes, yes, yes. And they didn't. They didn't actually shut it down in the beginning. They started going in and investigating. They went into Wall Street bets. They went into the actual GME. Then the sharks came, and they were swimming around. And they all started destroying each other. Vendettas that they had against each other, want to blow each other up. So then they started swimming around. And then, like, the day they shut it down, the first time they shut it down, it was over. It was done. And that's when, like, at that point, the apes were all over the fucking place. And, like, I'm talking, like, millions of motherfuckers. That's when you saw all, like, the tweets and the news stories and the everything changing. It was over at that point. And a lot of retailers got fucking destroyed. Like, I mean, destroyed. A lot of hedge funds got destroyed too while they were all swimming. But what's important about that time? What's important about that is that these banks and hedge funds left that experience and they did something. They studied it. They looked at it in depth, and they started to create meme baskets. So there'll be long and short memes, short spec growth stuff. They'll short the fuck out of it, then they'll let the short off, then they'll let it squeeze up higher. Now it's like a part of the system now. Like, you can only do a good thing until, like, once they figure it out what you're doing. These are the smartest guys. They actually are the smartest guys in the room. Once they figure it out, they capitalize on it. And then they get in on it and they start making money that way. If you did something that smart, they're gonna capitalize on it. I'm thinking about thinking about all this stuff. Like, I remember, like, some of the smartest people, like literally the smartest people on Fintuit, didn't know what was happening. And it was the most fascinating thing. Like, when it was like trading in the 20s and stuff, they didn't fucking have any idea. Then when it started like picking up traction and stuff, just insane. They had no idea what was going on. It could have gone infinity. It wouldn't have stopped. It would have run out of control and fucking bankrupted everybody. Everybody was fucked. And if anyone tells you they can go in and shut that shit down, that's a goddamn lie. That's what they did. They shut it down. They literally went in the back room, they hit the fucking button and said, no, fuck you. You're not doing this. It's like a dealer. You're not going to bankrupt the dealer. It ain't happening. It's their market. It's their show. Yes, it did. Then it went to 1.5 million. It got overrun. I quit. Well, I got fired. Not fired. I had actually had another account. I had an account that was from the beginning of Reddit. They took that one away from me too. They permanent banned an account that I had from the first year of Reddit. You know who did that to me? The administrator of the Nicholas subreddit. Permanent ban. Took I got the fucking handle to this day on my old email address. It's an original Reddit account. Like, literally from not day one. It was like the 3rd or 6th month of Reddit's existence. I was so mad. I went after the Nicola people. I was a Robin Hooder, a do-gooder. Not a Robin Hood user like RH account. I fucking... Actually, go in and sneak a little bit of money out from them. Any way I possibly can. Power to the people. Literally, in real life, that's me. I'm going after DTE right now in Detroit. I'm trying to gather up like thousands of people to show up to a rate increase meeting here. Fuck the man. Damn it, I'm swearing again. No swearing. All right, stop the swearing. I know, I gotta stop swearing. They're bringing up these old emotional things. Like, there weren't that many people there. Suspected Saboteur, if you know him, he was one of the OGs. He's on FinTwit. You can find him. Ask him. We were having conversations on FinTwit. We were like, these people have no idea what's happening. They have zero idea. I mean, it became thousands on Wall Street Bets, but it started out with like a few hundred people. Bunches of doubters like started like double and triple, and this is before it even hit like 10, $12 and stuff. And it was like, then Wall Street Bets, like, you had their attention. And everybody's going back doing the due diligence, like real due diligence. Yeah, that stuff was on. I don't think I'll ever see something like that ever again in my life. It was like the most insane thing. That's like a generational thing, right? If you're a trader in the 80s, you saw it with Volkswagen. Like, it's a generational thing. It's so rare. What a time to be alive. There were like, if you were trading it at that time, right? The options chain was insane. The options chain, you can see an option literally go to like 25 cents, 40 cents, and then print 70, 80, 90, $100. Like, I was making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I was spending it like stupid thing in the entire world. There's nothing like it. It was the most absurdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Just watch this stuff really close here. Watch this. Do they get the new high or not? That's what you want to be looking at. I don't know. I've never seen anything quite like GME. Anything ever. No, or nothing like it. When it was like, it was persistent. I've seen like moments like that, like a flash in the pan, but I've never seen persistence like it. It's pure insanity. Then there was another part of this too, which is like the back end of it. When it was over, people thought it was just getting started, and that was sad to watch. That really broke my heart. We'd go on Wall Street Bets and beg people. We'd get shouted down by the apes. It was terrible. The apes just like they would just like downvote you to hell, and you'd be like, "Please just listen to me," and they wouldn't listen. There was no listening back then. IWM about to break out. Watch out for a giant squeeze into this close. IWM is in monster mode right now. SPX coming into some resistance at 5,500. It's about right here. Just make sure I got this right. Hold on. In a second, I'll find it. 9:46 on Friday. I'm going to trade that right there. Trade that right there. 549.40. They were trading 20 cents earlier.